For December, we're offering a very exciting deal for a RezScore Red Balloon program. One of the problems for a long time had been that companies would only pay out once the hire was made. And for the person who's doing the referral, this could take a very long time, and they started to grow frustrated. And we were saying, how can we fix this? Well, at this point, we've been running the RezScore Red Balloon program for about 6 months, and we've collected enough data, and we feel comfortable to test out this program in December, whereby instead of just paying out the bounty when the person gets the job, we're going to provide $10 for any referral that you make throughout the month. Now, we may amend this program throughout the month as we add data, as we start to see how the referrals look. And of course, we reserve the right to refuse payout for any reason at our discretion. But most likely, if you're doing fraudulent referrals, spam referrals, we don't think that's going to be a problem because most of our bounty hunters are very well educated, very smart, very by the book, and have been very helpful at driving very good traffic. And we just wanted to figure out a way to change the incentives to move some more of the money up front. Now, the other downside with this is that because any ultimate bounty, the final amount would go down slightly, because if someone's driving a few hundred applications for it, that would maybe amount to $1,000 that we take out of the bounty in that case, if any of our referrals actually go through. But this is very important for us. We want to really pick up and really drive a lot of value to a lot of these companies this Christmas season. One big reason for this is that in January, we're also looking at restructuring the program because we want to change the way that it works on the company side. We want them to send the bounty up front, and we want to have a lot of really good track record over December and delivering great value to them. So we're willing to take a bit of a hit here in the hopes that we're able to demonstrate strong value to all these companies. And in hopes that in January 2020, when we require companies to pre-fund the bounties up front, as opposed to taking them on their word that they would pay out in the event of a hire, we think that it's going to de-risk the program further come January. And hopefully come January, we'll be able to continue this $10 per referral. We'll see. We'll see how the month goes. And briefly, I want to talk through some of the open positions that you could actually hire for right now. The hiring process is actually pretty easy. Well, the way that it works is we have a link, which is jobs.rezscore.com/redballoon. When you go to this link and you log in, you will see a list of our open jobs. There's currently 200,000 in bounties available, just under 200,000. The way that it's worked traditionally is if you will copy the link, which will include a token that's tied to your user account. When you share this link, if people click through and people apply to the job using our very simple one-step application process on RezScore Red Balloon, then people will go through, hi, welcome, Mose Dabi Design. I'm explaining the Red Balloon referral program and how through the month of December, we're just offering straight up $10 for every person that you refer to any of these jobs. It's a great program. We're taking on a bit of risk, but we think it's worth it because we want to reward the bounty hunters who have worked so hard to drive really smart people to apply at RezScore Red Balloon. So when you go to the Red Balloon dashboard, you click the button to copy the link. You can then circulate this link on social media. You can send it directly to people that you know would be a good fit. You can reach out to people on LinkedIn who are looking for jobs. However you want to do it, it's up to you. We will run this at least through December, assuming things go well, and we ideally would like to continue this on in the new year if this proves successful. So again, you can get $10 per referral, plus if anyone actually gets the job, there's an additional bounty, currently $200,000 on the table, which you can use to get the full amount. So briefly now I'm going to talk through some of the companies that are hiring because, hello, welcome, Silver Lining Bit. I hope that's a Bitcoin reference because I'm a big Bitcoin person. Hopefully, when people hear about this, we'll also get a lot more companies getting interest in this. So hopefully we'll be able to expand the number of bounties into the new year because we currently have a fantastic list of companies that are currently hiring through RezScore Red Balloon. You might wonder who's using a bounty to hire, and the answer, as it turns out, is very innovative startups. Startups are willing to do anything to hire the best people, and this idea of opening their job search and their recruiting to the general public has a lot of purchase with many of the most interesting and most successful startups. So if you happen to be in New York City, we have the most bounties available in New York City. In New York City, we have 3 in particular I think are interesting. If the Bitcoin person is still on, assuming that was a Bitcoin person, there's one cryptocurrency startup called STP.network. They are a really interesting protocol that has already raised millions of dollars in an ICO, and they're interested in bringing on some technology people in New York City to help them build out their smart contract platform. So right away, just send some applications to stp.network, and you'll get $10 per application. Now, obviously, if you're a cryptocurrency person, fiat currency might not be as interesting to you as currencies in a cryptocurrency. That's something we're interested in doing next year. But if you're not a cryptocurrency person, then there's also a couple of other great companies in New York City who are hiring right now. And again, refer them, $10 per referral. Couldn't be easier. And once we see the first referral go through, assuming someone wants to actually come talk about the interview the process on here, we would probably do a follow-up video and talk with these people about their experience using RezScore Red Balloon. So Energy Hub is another company. This is going to be a great company for anyone who is interested in actually companies that are like getting their hands dirty and doing interesting stuff in the energy space. I don't know much about energy. I find this space really interesting, but it's just not my forte. There's also a really interesting company called 8 Sleep. They're a YC company. Again, we have phenomenal companies using Red Balloon because only the smartest people are going to put their hiring in the hands of the general public because they get it. 8 Sleep is this YC company that's built a sleep analytic bed cover. And it's pretty cool because you sleep on this, and then on your mobile phone, you get these really in-depth statistics about how well you slept. So I currently do that with a smartwatch, but if anyone wants to buy me a gift because they're so happy I'm giving out so much money, $10 per referral, then feel free to buy me one of these 8 Sleep mattresses for Christmas. Outside New York City, if you go up north to Boston, where my alma mater was, there's a phenomenal company called Polis. They are doing a lot of grassroots advocacy and outreach, and they're looking for a recruiting manager. So this is a phenomenal deal for you if you happen to be a Boston recruiting person, because not only can you get a lot of money by just referring people, which is kind of what you do anyway, but you might also get a new job at Polis, which is a phenomenal company in Boston. Welcome to Benjamin KK. Benjamin KK, I would urge you to go back and watch the beginning of this where we talk about why we're giving out $10 per referral to various jobs at RezScore Red Balloon. The link is in the title of this, as well as we'll post this in the show notes. Polis is a company in Boston looking for a recruiting manager, as well as many other positions, including some in Kansas City. So if you happen to be based in Kansas City, $10 per referral. Couldn't be easier. If you go to the West Coast, San Francisco, where I spent a bit of time doing startup stuff before I realized it's not a great place to be for startups. Very intense culture around hiring in the Bay Area, and a lot of great companies looking for great people. So we're going to have a few companies that are very interested in using RezScore Red Balloon to source people. In particular, one called Checkbook. They have been funded by Naval Ravikant. So again, you see the trend. Only the smartest and best companies are using RezScore Red Balloon because it's the future of hiring. RezScore Red Balloon has a couple listings for Checkbook. Checkbook.io is a company that has built a digital check. So if you were previously having to print out or write a physical check and use it to pay for anything, they have a process that makes it easy to email that. So you can email your rent check to your landlord. They can print it off if they want to stay in the last century. Or if they're in this century and they want to deposit it digitally, they can use Checkbook's platform to integrate with thousands of banks and do it directly. And then where I'm presently located, Seattle, there's a great company in the ad tech industry called Apptentive. Apptentive, see the trend here. Only phenomenal companies are using RezScore Red Balloon because phenomenal companies know how to use new hiring tools like our own RezScore Red Balloon and others to hire as if they're in this century. Apptentive is looking for a full stack developer as well as a few other positions, but the full stack developer is the one that they need most. So if you're in Seattle and you're a full stack developer, then I'd encourage you to apply directly because I'd like to give this $10 referral to myself. But if you just happen to know some people who are full stack developers located in Seattle, Washington, send them to RezScore Red Balloon using your link at the RezScore Red Balloon dashboard. Send them through and get $10 per referral. Pretty incredible. So this is the overview of many of the companies that we're currently hiring. We'd love to bring a few more on because this could be a phenomenal December for a lot of people. Obviously, many people celebrating the holidays and might have a lot of need to get some cash in their pockets so they could buy Christmas, Hanukkah, all sorts of holiday gifts. We're giving out $10 per referral to help you have a very happy holidays and a fantastic new year. So thanks to, we got more traffic than usual on our Periscope this time, so that's great. Maybe this channel is finally starting to warm up a bit. We'll be reposting this to YouTube. I'd encourage you to check out the blog post that describes some of this. It's again, a very phenomenal deal. Could not be easier. $10 per referral. Plus, if anyone gets the job, you get the full bonus up to $200,000. RezScore Red Balloon is being incredibly generous this holiday season, and we thank you guys and gals. All of you who have made RezScore a phenomenal success. We've grown very fast over the past year. We're launching a lot of new innovative programs. Definitely throughout 2020, stay tuned because we are continuing to build the best new technology to help you find jobs and to help companies hire people like you. So with that in mind, I will catch you all later.